Moby Dick, hak cipta tahun 1983, dilindungi oleh undang-undang dan dipegang oleh IPS Publishing Incorporated, Westlake Village, California, USA. Dilarang keras merekam kaset ini dengan cara apapun tanpa izin tertulis dari IPS.
Moby Dick by Herman Melville. Part 1. My name is Ishmael. This is my amazing story. A story of some years ago. I wanted to sail and decided to go on a whaling ship. I was fascinated by the whales. I wanted to sail dangerous seas and visit many places. I wanted to learn about life and death on a whaling voyage. For there is death in whaling. I arrive in New Bedford, Massachusetts, on a Saturday night in December. I cannot sail to Nantucket before Monday, so I have to stay here for the night. Coffin. A frightening name. But I have to have a bed for the night. I find the owner, but he says,
"There's not one bed in the place, but you can share a bed with a harpooner."
"Well, I can't walk around all night, so I'll share any good man's bed."
"Oh, he's a good man. He pays for his bed on time."
"Where is he now?"
"He's trying to sell his head. He's having a hard time, I suppose. It's broken, you know."
"What's broken?"
"His head, of course. There are too many heads on the market."
"Heads on the market?"
"Yes, of course. Aren't there too many heads on this earth?"
Later, I go to my room. The owner says crazy things. No man tries to sell his head, whole or broken. I go to bed and sleep. But then I wake up. The next moment, he blows out the light and gets into bed. "Help! Save me!"
"You're waking up the whole house. Why are you shouting at your bedmate? Queequeg is a whaling man just like you."
"Queequeg? Why didn't you tell me he's a cannibal and a headhunter?" The owner leaves.
"You get in bed."
Why am I frightened? He's a human being just like me. I sleep very well. The next morning,
Harpoon is good razor.
Queequeg shaves. Then,
We be shipmates. Smoke friendship. Smoke together.
I smoke a little. Then,
We touch heads. Now we close friends.
so Queequeg and I are good friends. We go to Nantucket together on Monday morning. In Nantucket, I look for a whaling ship. There's a beautiful old ship, but it looks frightening. I go aboard. "Are you the captain of the Pequod?"
Maybe I am. What do you want?
"I want to work on this ship.
Do you now? And why?
I want to learn about whaling, Captain."
I am Peleg. I am an owner of this ship. I am not the captain. You'll see the captain soon, and you'll see he has only one leg.
Lost by a whale?
Not just any whale. A terrible monster of a whale. You want to learn about whaling, lad? Then look well at Captain Ahab. Sign the papers. Then come below and meet Bildad, the other owner.
Bildad is like Peleg from Nantucket. He was also a whaling captain before.
Are you still studying the Bible, Bildad? This man here wants to work on the Pequod.
You do? I do.
Okay. But remember, don't pay him too well. Bildad, you're a hard man.
The next morning, I take Queequeg aboard the Pequod.
That's an amazing harpoon. I say, Quahog, or what is your name? Do you catch whales with that? You say small black spot there? Suppose it whale.
He throws the harpoon and... He hit the black spot.
Quick, Bildad, get the ship's papers. We must have Hedgehog here on our ship.
Queequeg signs, and we leave the Pequod. Then,
Shipmates, do you know that ship?
yes, we've just signed the papers.
Did you sign away your souls? Or don't you have any souls?
I want to go. This man is crazy.
Do you know Captain Ahab? They say he has a sickness.
I don't know about that, but he'll be well soon and we'll sail.
Well, soon, Ahab will be well again. On that day, this arm will be well again, not before. You sign the papers. Then God pity you and all the men on that cursed ship.
A few days pass. They're preparing the Pequod. There is a lot of work before a 3-year voyage. But finally, on Christmas Day, the Pequod is ready.
Captain Ahab is all right. I just talked to him in his cabin.
We'll call all the men then, and they'll sail.
Peleg and Bildad say goodbye to the chief mate,
Good luck, Mr. Starbuck.
to the second mate,
Good luck, Mr. Stubb.
to the third mate,
Good luck to you, Mr. Flack.
and to the crew.
God bless you. He will help you.
We sail out into the Pacific. For a few days, nobody sees Captain Ahab. We'll see him soon. He'll be near enough, you'll see.
Aye. Captain Ahab is a hard man. We all know that.
Mr. Starbuck, sir, you know our captain. Tell me about him.
What nonsense is this? Your captain is a man like any other. He doesn't talk much, but you must listen to his few words. Now back to your work.
Our chief mate turns away, and I hear more.
A man like any other? Nay. Ahab is not a common man. He is grand, godlike.
Then one day, I'm on the deck for the morning watch. I feel a frightening shiver, and Ahab stands on the deck. He is a man of great pain and suffering. He has suffering in his face.
Aye, it shows terrible pain.
He stands up and looks straight into the sea. He looks without fear.
What nonsense, lad. You see suffering only because of his whalebone leg. That's right. Ahab has a wife and child in Nantucket. He's human, just like any other man.
That is the end of part 1. Part 2. We sail on. Then, one day, Ahab gives an amazing order.
Mr. Flack, call all the men on deck.
All the men are together.
Do you see this piece of gold? If you see the monstrous whale first, you will have this gold.
He puts the gold piece on the mast.
Does the captain mean the great white whale, Moby Dick?
Moby Dick? You know the white whale, then?
Captain Ahab, doesn't Moby Dick have your leg?
How do you know that? Aye, Starbuck. It is that cursed white whale. And I'll chase him around Good Hope, and around the Horn, and around the fires of hell. I won't give up. This is our work, men. We'll chase that white whale over all parts of the earth. He will die. Are you ready?
Aye! Aye! We'll find a white whale!
Sharp harpoon for Moby Dick.
I am not afraid of death, Captain. But I want to hunt whales. I don't want to work for my captain's vengeance.
Your vengeance will bring us no whale oil for the Nantucket market.
That dumb animal has your leg from instinct. Don't take vengeance on a dumb thing, Captain Ahab. It is foolish.
Do not talk to me of foolishness. I will take vengeance on my enemy. You will follow my orders. I'll dare to do it because I want to do it. I want it, and I'll do it.
God pity his soul and have mercy on all of us.
Days and weeks pass. Nobody sees Moby Dick. All the men remember the white monster, but we are whaling men, and there are other whales.
There she blows!
Immediately, we lower the boats and begin the chase.
Move quickly, men!
Then,
There he is! Stand up, Queequeg, and give it to him.
now our little boat moves wildly through the water. The whale pulls us with the harpoon line. Stubb and Queequeg quickly change places. Queequeg steers the boat, and Stubb prepares to kill. Then Stubb throws his sharp harpoon into the whale. The great whale turns over and over. The seas roll wildly. Finally,
He is dead, Mr. Stubb.
Yes, the first death on this voyage.
the 3 boats pull the dead whale slowly to the Pequod. They tie the whale to the Pequod's side. They cut off the head and hold it by a cable. Then,
We have to take the whale blubber quickly. The sharks will soon eat its meat and leave us nothing.
they put a hook in the whale's body. Then the crew begins to pull on the cable. Immediately, the ship falls to the side. The men pull and pull. The ship rolls back, and they begin to cut off the blubber. Then,
Pull in the cables! Drop the whale in the sea!
they drop the white body of the whale in the water. First, we get him. Then come the sharks and the vultures. There is valuable oil in the head of the whale. The crew begins to take the oil. They pull the head against the Pequod's side, about halfway out of the sea. One of the men stands on the whale's head, and the others pull a bucket up to him. He lowers the bucket into the head. The bucket comes up again. There is valuable whale oil in it. The men put the oil in a big tub. Suddenly,
Man overboard!
at that moment, the hooks on the head come out. The big head falls into the sea. Queequeg dives in the water. He swims after the head and cuts a hole in it. Then, a moment later, they're both here. Save the man. He's saved from his coffin.
I want to be saved from our coffin so easily.
That night, they burn the blubber of the whale and get oil from it. And the Pequod is light with fire. It sails through the night. Some weeks later, they sail near Sumatra.
There she blows! A whole group of whales!
We jump in the boats and chase them.
They know we are chasing them. They're swimming faster.
Suddenly, the whales go wild. They swim around and around crazily in big circles. We chase a whale alone outside the circle. We hit him with a harpoon. Then,
He's pulling us into the circle.
the whale swims into the circle and pulls us through a sea of monsters. We are afraid they'll swim together and kill us. Queequeg and Starbuck change places. Queequeg isn't frightened. He steers us easily. The whale isn't pulling us anymore. The harpoon falls out of his body. We are inside the circle of whales. It's calm here. The sea is very quiet. The whales swim around us calmly.
They are friendly animals.
Whales are all around us. We are afraid and don't throw any harpoons. But then they swim away. Later,
The Pequod did well today.
days later, the Pequod is sailing near China.
The oil casks are leaking, Mr. Starbuck. We have to repair them.
I'll tell Captain Ahab.
Ahab hears Starbuck at the door of his cabin.
Go away!
It's me, Captain Ahab. The oil is leaking, sir. We have to stop and find the leak.
But we are near the waters of Moby Dick. We can't stop for oil leaks now.
But we must, sir. We can't lose our valuable oil. We sailed 20,000 miles for it, and we must have it.
Yes, we must have it.
I was talking about the oil, sir.
And I was not. Go away. Let it leak.
What will the owners of the Pequod say?
Ahab doesn't care about that.
I'll try to forget your madness, sir. You're old and in pain.
You dare to talk against me on the deck of my ship?
Nay, sir.
Then,
There is only one God of the earth, and there is only one captain of the Pequod.
You are mad, sir. I know you are not afraid of Starbuck, but Ahab should be afraid of Ahab. Beware of yourself, old man.
Starbuck goes away.
What did he say? Ahab, beware of Ahab. There's something there.
The voyage of the Pequod continues.
Blacksmith, can you make me a harpoon?
Aye, sir. I'm frightened, Captain Ahab. Isn't this harpoon for the white whale?
Yes, it's for the cursed white enemy. Use my razors in the harpoon. I won't shave or pray to God before. But here, to work.
Later, the harpoon is ready.
I baptize you in the name of the devil.
That is the end of part 2.
Mohon perhatian, bagian ketiga, part 3, dilanjutkan pada permulaan side B. Mohon perhatian, bagian ketiga, part 3, dilanjutkan pada permulaan side B.